about it. One South African, however, he has written his name into the history books. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Jean-marc Johannes, and he is from Cape Town. He wrote his name into the history book. That's right, an official Guinness World Record. And I have that man with me to have a chat about it. Jean-marc, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me on the show.
All right, so getting good at something like this doesn't happen overnight.
No, it doesn't.
What got you interested in skateboarding?
I think it was, just the aspect of skateboarding being free, and you're able to create anything, just with the board, and you can basically make any dream into reality.
Okay, so let's now have a chat about this record. A Guinness World Book of Records record. 17 nollie heel flips in 60 seconds. Did you just wake up one morning and decide, hey, let's give it a shot?
Not at all. I wish I did. It took a lot of hard work, and I think, for me personally, every skateboarder kind of has that one trick that they have, in the bag they know they could do. For me, nollie heel flip was one of those tricks, and when the opportunity to break a world record came around, and it was one of my favorite tricks, I thought, let's go for it. It's something I knew how to do, and I knew just with a little bit more practice and hard work, we could break a record, definitely.
2018, last year, FISE World Series, you took part, first South African ever to have won gold as well as silver. Quite an achievement for you, I'm sure.
Yes, it was. It was something I've dreamed of since I started skateboarding, to be able to compete on an international level, firstly. And, the ultimate goal was to be on the podium, and, I've watched a lot of my favorite skateboarders do it, and I just took motivation from there and put in the work, put in the effort, went out there and gave it my all, and thankfully we have podium in FISE World Series and Indonesia for South Africa.
Should they have a passion for it? What do they do? How do they go about? What is the correct channels in actually getting into skateboarding?
It's very simple. For me, it started out just something I do on the weekends, and what I basically did, I just, went out with my friends, I grabbed a board and just had fun with it. Basically, that's, in any sport, anyone will tell you, any athlete, you have to have fun with it. And I think that's the first step. Also learn the grassroots, the fundamentals of skateboarding. I think with any sport, once you understand your way around it, then you can obviously explore it much better. And obviously having protective gear is another thing that, needs to happen at the early stage, just to prevent any, injury. With any sport, you want to take precautions. So I think grab a board, get yourself protected and just have fun.
All of the best. I do know you do have aspirations to get to that 2020 Olympic Games. We'll be keeping an eye on you, and we most certainly hope to be chatting to you once again in our Open News studios. That's where we're going to leave it for now in your sport. Make sure that you stay tuned. A lot more coming your way throughout the course of the show. We go now to an ad break. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.